Alright, welcome back. This is Game 3 of the BSG series. The Bronze, Silver, Gold, Best of 7 all-kill format between Heartland Hitmen and Pandora's Mighty Soldiers. The series is now tied up 1-1. Primorix, our red Protoss in the top left, has won the last game to tie up the series, beating Drew Universe from Pandora's Mighty Soldiers. Coming up to replace him is the new challenger, Pandora's Mighty Soldiers Liquid Metal, as our yellow Terran in the bottom right. This is DF Illumination, and this is going to be another PVT for Primorix, so we'll see if Liquid Metal can handle the Beast Mode macro that Primorix pulled out in the last game. This map is very unusual. It is new. The tile set is very interesting. Have not actually seen this before. Basic natural with a somewhat wide choke as an opening. Third base up here does have a strange little backdoor in the back here. Smaller base over here with only one Vespene Geyser, not a rich geyser, but does have that Xel'Naga tower, so taking this base gives you a lot of vision, but it is also not that rewarding in gas. So for Terran, that actually could work out very nicely. Terran's not needing quite as much gas as the other races. As well, Terran likes to expand towards their opponent in the way they're pushing in most cases. So Liquid Metal going for super standard, Barracks going for a supply depot to wall off before getting any sort of command center or gas. Primorix also super standard, getting that gateway and gas. Did go for a 1-gate fast expand in the last game. Would not be surprised to see that again in this game. Also looking at this map again, this is first time seeing this map for myself. This area over here, ooh, lots of high ground up here to attack this base down here. Likely will not see these bases taken anytime soon. Just very straight, kind of like Neoplanet's third. This is just a very difficult base to actually get a hold of. This I can see as kind of a natural third with the vision that this Xel'Naga tower grants. This smoke down here can actually allow for some interesting defense if you get some units right back here, such as a bunker for Terran, or maybe even a cannon for Protoss. Anything coming up here that does not have vision with that tower, or vision on the high ground up here, is going to get ambushed and hurt very quickly. SCV scouting out. Going to see that everything is nice and standard. Again, going chrono boosting that warp gate, but that he did that last time as well with his 1-gate expand. And we do have a 1 Rax fast expansion from Liquid. Going to be getting gas, actually getting gas before more barracks. Slight little twist on the usual build order that I've seen. Not a huge deal. What is a huge deal is how much quicker this command center is. What is an even bigger deal is Evertrust has not opened the production tab. Noob caster. Alright, this 1 Rax fast expansion. Lots of investment in these units has actually delayed this Nexus significantly compared to what is already an orbital command. More barracks coming up for Liquid. Money is super low. Some beautiful, beautiful, clean and crisp macro from our yellow Terran. Stalker and Zealot coming out. Probe, what has the probe seen? Absolutely nothing. He just knows there's a supply depot there. Will not be getting much in the way of information. We'll get a robo up though to change that shortly. Getting more gas as well. Not much going on just yet. Some more gateways macroing up. Would like to see Stim. Does have the money for Stim or Combat Shield. Possibly even both very shortly with these 2 gases going at once. 2 Tech Lab and a Reactor. Very nice and standard. 2 Marines and 2 Marauders at a time possible. 4 metal if he so chooses. Just the basic core for bio. Factory is already done. Would like to see a starport coming up soon. Reactor on the factory as well. Just get those medevacs coming out, and just a nice mid-game push would do quite a bit, actually, with Metal getting... Would also love to see Metal actually get this orbital down there, though. Get a bunker up, get that defended, and get this actually working, because if this finishes, and Primorix is actually getting more... He has more probes than SCV, so they're actually about even because of mules. But now that he has the space down here, he can actually get better saturation than Metal. So Metal is actually losing a bit of the lead that he had with that earlier command center. Alright, ooh, bit of a supply block for Metal. Does finally get that depot going. Can't tell you how many times I've done that myself, though. Alright, would love... Actually building the reactor on the starport rather than on the factory and giving it to the starport later. But when you're supply blocked that heavily, not that big of a difference. Reactors, again, just take so long to make. They do take 50 seconds. So usually we'll see that reactor, or excuse me, that factory, which is usually doing nothing, actually do something useful. Probe is now scouting out and about. Observer doing the same. So this probe, I'm not actually sure what this probe is going to accomplish. He will see that there is no expansion here, which might be a little bit misleading. If he doesn't see that command center, he might think there's actually a bigger attack coming. Probe and observer. I guess they're using the buddy system, making sure that both of them know what is going on. More observers on the way. I do love this. I love seeing multiple observers coming out. Many observers. Get that vision on the map. But Primorix is now... He has an enormous economic advantage building up, just because he has this base up and saturated. So, oop, Primorix with many probes coming out down here. That might actually have been a missed rally point. He's now sending them home, but oh, more and more probes coming out. Yes, there is a missed rally point. That rally point, oh, the probes are being all sent down here with the observer. This will confuse Liquid Metal momentarily. Seeing a bunch of probes in for the attack. Oh, some probes going down. And medevacs are coming out. If he moves out right now, this Bioforce is actually just disgusting compared to just what's basically just pure Stalker. Would love to see concussive shells coming out. I don't know if he actually has it or not. He does not have it, but he does have Ultralisk and Mules as his upgrades. Very important. Also, Primorix has Oracles as his upgrade as well, apparently. Reminding us that Heart of the Swarm has given us some pretty fun units. +1 attack now finishing for Primorix, being chrono boosted out, and Colossus are on the way. If he's going to do any damage, Metal needs to move out very shortly before those Colossus are actually out. As soon as the Colossus is out, things are going to get very dire for our Yellow Terran. 2 Vikings out as well now. A little preemptive, but not a bad decision. I don't think he actually... No, he has not actually seen the Robotics Bay. He did scan, or I'm not sure if that was a scan or the SCV coming out from before. And a 3rd base being taken by Primorix. Primorix being very greedy right now. He has no splash damage to handle any sort of attack that could be coming from these units right there. But they are, in fact, just sitting still, hanging back. Terran's advantage in the mid-game is not really being exploited by Liquid Metal at the moment. But he is moving out now, and that could be the perfect timing. All those Stalkers are just going to melt away to the Bio plus Medevacs. Does have an Observer coming out, needs to get that Colossus on the way, needs to get Chrono out that Colossus. Oh, he does not have the... He does have the money for it, but he is not going to be able to make it. Liquid Metal keeping his money very low. Love to see that. Lots of reinforcements on the way, more Medevacs, more Marauders. Lots more Marauders. There are no Zealots to tank for this, no Sentries to force field for this. He needs to actually start getting in there, poke and prod and attack. Oh, it does have +1 on the way, but it's going to be a while. There still is no Colossus. He is supply block. The Colossus is supply block. This could be crucial if he just moves out. He needs to move out so soon. Needs to do damage to this army. As soon as the Colossus is out, all that splash damage is going to completely turn around this battle right now. And he does move out right before that Colossus is coming out. That supply block could be the crucial, fatal error for Primorix. Here comes the attack, and this is why Terran Bio is so difficult to deal with when you don't have splash damage. 3 Medevacs alone will do more than enough damage. The supply is now plummeting for Liquid Metal. All those Stalkers just melting away. And, oh, please come and attack. There we go. Alright, they're coming into attack. All the Stalkers are gone. Now, even a Colossus just has no support when it comes out. More Stalkers being made, but there's this critical mass of Terran Bio with the Medivacs just will not be able to be stopped. All the damage is completely worthless. Going to be killing this natural, absolutely guaranteed. He will have this base up down over here, does have some extra gates up as well. But can he actually take out this force? Lots of probes are going to be going down. The Colossus is out. Can it actually push this back? It does push the army back, but it does overextend. It was just a trap. The Bio turns around and picks it off in just a second. Beautiful little lure by Liquid Metal. And he will just be having a little probe slaughterhouse down at the bottom of this ramp as the probes have not been told to go somewhere safer. There is no more Colossus coming out. He does have the minerals, he does have the resources for it, but he's not really using it. He's building a few more Stalkers in desperation, but these Stalkers are not doing the damage they need to do. Anything they do is just being healed up almost immediately by those Medivacs. The Medivac's now out of energy, but I think there's just too much. More reinforcements streaming across the map, and there is the GG from Primorix. Liquid Metal taking out Primorix to get 2-1 up for his team in this best of 7 series. We will be back soon with game number 4.